Hi, we're Emra and Maya. We love slow travel and we'd like to share some tips with you. If you're planning on going on an extended trip to Europe for more than 3 weeks and you think you'll need a car, you should consider a short-term lease instead of renting. French car manufacturers Renault, Peugeot and Citroen offer short-term car leases to non-EU residents at very attractive rates. You can pick up a brand new car in one of a dozen or so French cities or a half dozen other locations outside France, mainly Spain, Italy, Portugal and Germany. The maximum rental period is 6 months, and as for the minimum, it only really makes sense if you keep the car for at least 3 weeks. That's when the cost advantages kick in. When you rent for the maximum period, the average daily rental comes down to about $22 to $25 for a compact SUV like the Renault Captur. This includes a very generous zero-deductible insurance where you don't need to worry about dings and scratches, which is incredibly reassuring when you're driving through the narrow streets in Europe. The insurance also includes roadside assistance and vehicle replacement if the car becomes disabled or needs repair. But we can't vouch for the quality of the roadside assistance since we thankfully haven't had to use it yet. There's no mileage limit or one-way fee. You can pick up the car in Paris and drop it off in Marseille without any penalties. It is, however, significantly cheaper to pick up and drop off in France. Most locations outside of France have a supplemental location fee of around $300. And there are some countries in Eastern Europe and North Africa that are off limits. For the most up-to-date list, check out the FAQs on the websites. All three manufacturers offer similar terms and conditions. All in all, we've been very satisfied with the program. We've rented both Renault vehicles as well as Peugeot. To find the correct website for your respective country, start at Renault-Eurodrive.com and you will be redirected. For Peugeot and Citroen, start at car2europe.com. I prefer the Renault program for 3 reasons. 1, I like Renault cars better than Peugeot. 2, the agency supporting US-based customers doesn't require prepayment to guarantee the reservations. And 3, the agency staff are friendlier and more responsive. The only issue I've had with both of them is that the type and model of car that I booked months before became unavailable just 2 weeks before delivery date. Instead, I got an unwanted upgrade to a larger car, which was a bit of a problem for us on narrow roads. This happened twice, once with Renault and once with Peugeot, supposedly because of the pandemic supply chain problems. At least I wasn't left without a car, but if your travel plans require a very specific model, I would recommend a backup reservation somewhere else. Other things worth mentioning, the pickup and drop-off locations are predominantly near long-term parking lots or freight handling areas adjacent to airports. Nowhere near the main terminal or the typical car rental location. You'll have to arrange for a pickup from the terminal if you're arriving by plane. Also, some locations can seem a little shady or sketchy when you arrive late at night. All in all, we've been very satisfied with both the Renault and the Peugeot program. This is a great offer for anyone who lives in the US or anywhere else outside the European Union. An excellent alternative to renting from Avis, Hertz or Sixt.